Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a tournament time out here. We're at Lake Mead for the one bass. What is this? Lake Mead Open, I think? Nevada Open? I don't know, I think it's Lake Mead Open. But anyway, we're out here for the one bass tournament. Looking forward to getting practice started. It's hot. It's first thing in the morning and the water temp is already pushing 84 degrees. That's hot. So we'll see what the fish are doing. It's always an adventure when you start practice because you might have ideas of what you think is going to happen, but you don't really know. You just start making some casts, looking at your electronics and trying to figure out where the fish are, what they're doing, and what baits they're going to eat. So that is our mission today, is to find fish and figure out how to catch them. We got 2 days of practice out here, and hopefully it's enough. It's a big lake. It'd be nice to have more, but you gotta deal with what you got. So looking forward to getting out here. I'm probably not going to be catching a ton of fish. I'm gonna be looking for areas more than anything. Usually when you come out to Lake Mead and stuff like that, you don't want to catch a bunch of fish because usually those fish will not be there for you come tournament time. Catching repeat fish is pretty difficult, or at least that's what everybody says, and there's no reason to catch them if they don't count. And right now they don't count. Can make for a good video sometimes, but our goal here is to do well in the tournament. So if we can catch less fish in practice to hopefully catch more in the tournament, that's a good trade-off. So that's the game plan. Go out here, try to figure out what they want to eat, figure out areas that they are living in, and trying to stay as cool as possible. It's literally, what time is it? 6:30 in the morning, and I've got sweat dripping down my face. So it's gonna be cooking out here today. So hopefully we can get some good footage, but usually the GoPros turn off when it gets hot. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we can put a good video together for you guys. So stay tuned, let's see what happens. All right, so we just got bit on topwater. Just landed on the fish. As soon as the bait hit the water, it blew up on it. It came off right at the boat when I lifted it up. If I had a net, it would have been caught. So that's a good sign. I feel like these fish are more on flats than they are on like steep banks or backs of cuts. I feel like they're on the flats more than anything, which I believe is like a summertime deal. So I think I'm gonna see if that's a pattern and just see if I can get some more blow-ups on these flats and kind of start going from there. Because if that's the case, you know, I kind of have an idea of what to look for, and then I can kind of run around the lake and start marking some stuff. Well, we're messing up the stripers today, but you can't waste stripers in the tournament. So they don't do us any good, but I could hang out in this area and catch them all day long, I think. There's a ton of them all over the place. Can't catch a green one or a brown one though. So we're gonna get out of here. I don't know if there's a way to catch them around all these stripers or not. There probably is, because if there's bait and there's stripers, and there's probably the right kind, but I haven't caught a fish doing that in that area. So we're gonna move. I don't want to burn too much time in one area trying to force something that may not be there, but at least something's pulling. It's been a grind. The fishing is tougher than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be, you know, pretty cut and dry, topwater jig, stuff like that, but it still might be, but it's definitely not easy right now. That's two fish in the afternoon around the same time on the free rig, completely different areas of the lake, and two good largemouth on some like steeper rocky stuff, which is kind of interesting. It's not typically where I would think I would get largemouth at, but it's two similar types of spots and two similar size fish, and they are above average fish, which is kind of important. I caught one the other day, and I didn't have my memory cards or anything, so I couldn't film anything, but completely different area of the lake, and caught a good largemouth that way. If that could be something I could do in the afternoons to catch some better sized largemouth, I'll take it, and then hope for some like good topwater fish in the morning, and that could be a pretty good little bag right there. Not real confident right now, but I'm kind of maybe putting something together. I'm not exactly sure, because it's still fairly random, but just gonna keep grinding out here and keep just trying to figure out little bits and pieces here and there. Well guys, long day out on the water. Found some jig fish finally. My best bites are Main Lake, which is kind of weird, but not at the same time. A lot of the fish are in the back of the cuts usually in the summertime because there's grass back there, but I could also see them being Main Lake because, you know, the fish go to the Main Lake in order to have some of that deeper water. It's kind of messing with my head a little bit, to be honest with you, but you know, throwing a jig on the Main Lake, you know, you could get some decent bites doing that. I do want to find some better quality bites, that's for sure, and hopefully, you know, tomorrow we'll be able to do that. You know, it's been a grinder out here. It's been a long day, it's been hot, and the one thing that is nice is I've had these green mirror ashore lenses from Waterland. You know, when you put hours on the lake like I have today, I've already been on here about 12 hours and I'm not quite done yet. you gotta have a good pair of sunglasses to protect your eyes and be able to get you through those long days, because if you don't have a good pair of sunglasses, you're not going to be able to get through these days. Your eyes are going to start bothering you. So check out Waterland sunglasses, waterlandco.com. Use discount code Luna15. It'll save you 15% off.